So that's how now we are in better control, uh, because we know what can go wrong, and we can plan uh, through creating various what if scenarios, right? Through creating various what if scenarios through various tools, and we can be better prepared for the things that can go wrong, and the can derail our project progress when it comes to budget, cost, or resources, anything. All right. So now a big topic, uh, elephant in the room, which is what type of methodology that we should choose. And there is a big debate between two types of methodologies, either predictive or agile. And then there is the hybrid methodology as well. So we two kind of projects. We do two kind of projects. One is where we do um, which are the plan-based projects, where we can plan looking forward. We can say, all right, let's look at the scope of work, and then let's plan how much time it will take and how much budget it will take. So we look at scope of work, we see, okay, looks like we are constructing a house, hmm, or a bridge. This is something very tangible. We can understand bridges are constructed, how bridges are constructed, how buildings are constructed. So the scope of work or the end goal is imaginable, tangible. Uh, so we can come up with the kind of work required to do that. And then we can estimate the work, and then we can see, okay, who can do this job? All right, we can identify the resources, and we can quickly, or maybe taking time, we can predict upfront how much time and how much cost will be required for these kind of projects. So that's a plan-based approach. Secondly, we have a change-based approach. Now, in the first approach, we knew the scope, like we knew what is the end goal. Now, if you don't know the end goal, and you can expect many changes as you explore, and it's a kind of a research and development project. Okay, so you don't know what are the features the product will have, and you keep this question open, like what can go into the project is a still an open question, and we will explore it, and we will see what is valuable we will be delivering. So change based approach is for those projects where the end goal is not clear. When you don't know, in the end, this software will have feature A, B, C, D, E. You don't know the full roadmap, that what are the features you are going to launch in this product. You don't know. Okay. You don't know what are the features. You know maybe a bit about it, but you have yet to explore more of this product. So when the scope is flexible, you use the change-based approach. When the scope is fixed, you use the plan-based approach. So when the scope is fixed, we call it predictive
Predictive.
kind of project management. You can predict time and cost needed to deliver these kind of projects. When the scope is not fixed, you consider it changing
Agile.
scope. Yeah, you changing scope, and the changing scope is the agile project management. So I hope principally you guys understood the difference, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now we have very different uh, uh, names or the role players in these two kind of approaches. So project manager is conventional project management or predictive nature of project management. When you hire a person as a manager, as a project manager, and his role is to plan a project, to bring up, to open MS project and put all the activities that need to be done and make an alignment with all the organizational resources that yes, we are delivering it and we know what needs to be done. This is a project manager. And what, so now he is not or she is not a person who knows the product. They know how to organize the work, right? So they will be assisted with a business analyst. So the role player, second role player which will come in is the business analyst. Okay. So, and then in these kind of projects, you will see uh, there is a big one phase project, okay, in which you will you will be having a delivery, one delivery in the end of the project. So planning will be done for the full scope of work, and then we'll be working to execute it. We'll do some execution, and then we'll monitor and control, and then in the later we will be delivering or closing, right? So these kind of projects are pretty conventional, and the role players that we said are the project manager and the business analyst, two main role players, and then we have project sponsors who fund the project. Okay, so in this kind of approach, sponsor will come to the project manager and will tell, uh, gentleman or gentle or the lady, we have scope of work, that I have scope of work, and I want you to estimate using your planning muscles, your project management skills, how much time and money I need to get this done. Okay, I want a house and I have an idea of a house, and then I need your expertise to come up with the estimate in terms of time and in terms of money, how much I will need to pay and how much time I need to spend to get this house. So, but in agile project, we call it a product owner. Okay, let's say the sponsor role is changed to the product owner, and the product owner is a kind of business analyst who works with the stakeholders, like who works with the business, who works with the organization, and he understands the functions and the features that this product should have. And he is from the SME from the industry, like he's a subject matter expert. He has worked in, let's say, if you work in telecom, he has worked in telecom industry for years, and then he can understand your language. He can put up what you want in your product. He can put up in writing. Okay, so one of the role player in the agile is the product owner. And then we will have a facilitator called Scrum Master. So the anonymous role of a project manager in Agile is called as Scrum Master. Okay, so now the Scrum Master, in fact, uh, he does nothing. He does nothing. He just facilitates his team. So he facilitates his team and he organizes the work for his team. He doesn't direct the people some by assigning some tasks and responsibilities. No, he guides and facilitates his team so that they can do their job. So it's a bit of a leadership role he plays. Okay, he or she plays. So what does Scrum Master need to know? He needs to know various process flow techniques such as Kanban board, such as uh, such as Scrum. Okay, so he should be able to run Scrum ceremonies. Scrum is one of the methods that we consider uh, very helpful in managing projects of agile nature. Okay, but it's just to push the work of the project from not started till completed. So it's one of the way to get the things done. So the project manager role is changed in agile environment, and it's called as Scrum Master, who is simply a facilitator who works with the team, uplifts his team, motivates them, resolve their embedments, be in touch with them on daily basis. He helps them to succeed. So in doing their work, and the team themselves is self-motivated. So the team does not need to be micromanaged. So both kind of teams are a little bit different. In the predictive environment, the team always waits for the tasks to be assigned to them and then they deliver. But in the agile environment, teams are self-motivated. They organize themselves, their day around the work that they have on their table. So they come, they gather, they pick up the work, they finish it. If they have capacity, they will come again, they will do another kind of work, and then they will end the day. So the teams are pretty different nature, and we will be exploring agile in general. Now, what are the role players? Other role players, I explained about product owner, I explained about Scrum Master, and then I told that Scrum Master is a facilitator, and then also what he needs to know is that he needs to be aware of various methods, such as lean methods, in which we will learn Kanban board, agile methods, frameworks, in which we will learn Scrum, and uh, and that's it. And the project team in the agile, it can have any and more roles, like I said, product owner, and also it can have testers and the developers if it is a software development project. Okay. Now, how does the delivery of the value happens? Delivery of the value happens in chunks and pieces. Okay. So now we have two options. We can have uh, we can have uh, we said that uh, product is delivered as a big bang delivery in the predictive environment, right? But now here there are two scenarios. Uh, I will have multiple deliveries because uh, I will have small projects. I will not do a project of a year or 6 months or 5 years and then deliver your house. So let's say house is not a good example for the agile project. So I have a agile project, which is for developing a mobile app. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take uh, one iteration. This iteration could be for 2 weeks to deliver you one working feature in this mobile app. And then if you as a customer decides to launch it, we will launch it. If you as a customer will decide that this app should have one, two, four features more before we should introduce it into the market, fine. We will do another iteration of 2 weeks and we will add one more feature. After two features, if you decided to launch, we can deliver it. Like we can launch it, okay? But uh, we will launch it as A plus B, two features, right? And let's say we will also continue to work on this product after the launch, and we will release another release 1.2 in which we will have A plus B and then C. So how do we deliver the value? Incrementally. We delivered A and then we delivered A plus B and then A plus B plus C. So how do we deliver value? We deliver value incrementally. And what do? We develop iteratively. We did one iteration and we delivered A. We did another iteration, we delivered B. We did another iteration, we delivered C. But we delivered on top of A plus B. When we delivered C, it was on top of A plus B. When we delivered B, it was on top of A. You are getting my point, right? Developing iteratively and releasing increment in Agile. Okay, guys. Difficult?
Not, no, not it.
No, no, no. Okay.
Another role in the projectized organizations is of a PMO. So you will not find PMO structure in all kind of organizations, but definitely in the large organizations, you will find a structure under the CEO, and there will be a director of PMO department, and then there will be many persons working as project management or program management officers in those organizations. And what do? They are people who are helping the project managers in the organization actually. They will provide them the training of the methodologies, methods. If you remember, I mentioned Scrum, I mentioned Kanban board, I mentioned various frameworks, I mentioned PMI methodology as well, let's say. So what does a PMO do? They provide you with the knowledge and information. They provide you the templates. You need a project charter template. Why to reinvent the wheel? We'll give you. So they give the project charter template to the project managers who will start building the project charters for their projects. You need a stakeholder register. Here is it. You need a risk register. Here is it. You need issue log, decision log. Here is it. So no matter what you need to start working on your projects, they will provide you. That's a role called supportive role. So they are just there to support you, right? With the tools, with the templates, with the trainings that you need to manage your project. Now, a PMO can be strategic. A PMO can play more in the organization. They can be controlling as well. So let's say they came and trained you on the PMP methodology, and then they will come and audit you. They will say, okay, all right, we taught you 30, 40 processes that how a project need to be managed. Now, bring to us your project charter, bring to us your project management plan, bring to us your estimates, your risk register, bring to us, show us your schedule, how did you get the estimates. So all these auditing questions they can come and ask, right? So it's a bit of a controlling role. Now PMO became a policeman, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then there can be another way PMO can add value. If they roll up their sleeves and then they work side by side with project managers, using their influence, using their cross-functional skills within the organizations, because these are the guys with the top bosses, right? They work with the directors from all the departments. So you need some help from the marketing in your project. Okay, I'll bring the director marketing in your meeting because I have the power, right? So, so if they work side by side with the project manager supporting the delivery of the deliverables, right? In somehow, then they are more adding more value for the project managers, right? They are bringing the resources for the project managers, right?
Yes.
So that's a more directive role. Okay, that's a more directive role. So now PMOs are persons, people, X, Y, Z in the organization. They are there to support project managers. They can audit the project managers, and then they can side by side work with the project managers to expedite the delivery of the projects. Now, these guys are called PMOs. And one of the career paths of a project manager is to become PM. You get my point?
Yes.
Now, this is a structure in the conventional organization, but if you go towards your right, where we call it a agile center of excellence. So another fancy name for the PMO is agile center of excellence. When it comes to organization which has now moved from predictive way of working to the agile ways of working, so they will rename, they will use these fancy terminologies. We are having our agile center of excellence, and what do we have in that? Instead of PMOs, we have agile coaches. We call them what? Yeah, agile coaches. And then there is another name of this agile center of excellence, which is called value delivery office. So what do they do? Now in agile teams, we have product owner, we have agile. In agile, we have scrum master, right? So what do agile coaches do? They train those scrum masters on what? On those Kanban boards, scrum ceremonies, and also more technically as well, because these are the coaches, right? So they will give the training how to manage conflicts, how to be better in your management of, not management, but um, how to do things, because coach knows how to do it well. The coach is there to show you how it can be done, and then you will be starting to do it, right? If you are not familiar with certain tool and technique or specific engineering practice, because they've been in your place once and then they utilize that practice, and then they can show you, yeah, this is how it can be done. So the coaches build capabilities in their people. Got it?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Now organizations have this culture of projects, programs, portfolios, and when you see a CEO, he is managing a big portfolio, and he has various CMO, CFO, and many CTO, many people under him, and they each one of them is responsible for their portfolio. Then what's happening in the organization? What's happening in the organization? In the organization, we are having an internal environment in which we try to do things, and then we have an external environment. So if you look at me and you look at me as a company CEO, so I will be concerned with our competitors, what they are doing, what kind of products they are launching, and are we ahead of the competition? Are we lagging behind? How much is the market share they have, and how much is the market share we have, right? So I'm looking outward, and I am competing in a market. I have an organization, I have a portfolio, big portfolio, and I have an internal environment. And in the internal environment, what I have various projects, programs, and portfolios created, right? So let's say I am a CEO of a telecom company, and I just arrived in Dubai, and we have the license to operate as a telecom operator. Okay, so we have a lot of things to do. We have a promising. We made promises that, let's say, in the first 5 years or 2 years, we will be capturing our first 1 million subscribers. It's a big goal to capture 1 million subscribers in Dubai or in UAE of your own as a new telecom company. You are making a big goal, right? Okay. Now, what you need to do, you need to expand your footprint. You need to make con. I mean, you need to expand your network. You need to provide a service to thousands of people so that they can subscribe you, right? You need to go near to your people, right? So you will have various projects. You will have a network expansion project, retail expansion project. You will open various retail outlets for selling the SIM cards. You will make various partnerships with your partners to sell through them. Resellers, you will have to establish the ground presence. Like what you are selling is the network connectivity. So you need to have network on the ground. So may need to have various projects to do network expansion, right? So all you are doing is various projects, programs, and portfolios. But what is the end goal? In the end, you should be, the day you started offering your service, you should be reaching 1 million subscribers in 5 years period of time or 2 years period of time. So what it is happening, everything is happening is a system of value delivery, right? Right? It's a system of value delivery, right? Because I have managed to uh, if sponsor various projects, approve various programs, and start various portfolios in order to deliver the value for the board members that we have committed to be, like, to reach to 1 million subscribers in 5 years period of time. So what it is, what we created is a strategy execution framework that includes various projects, various programs, various portfolios. And if you look at it, it's a kind of a grandfather and son and the grandchildren relationship. So you have a portfolio under which you have a program, And under each program, you have various child projects. Okay. So not every portfolio will have a program. There can be a portfolio which only has some, uh, which only has a project. Okay. So if you look at this organizational structure here, you see, for example, this portfolio B has standalone projects. Okay. And this portfolio also has a program. And this program, it has various projects under it, right? This portfolio has two programs, and each of these programs has various projects under it. However, we see there are standalone programs in the organization, such as program B1, which has various projects under it. And we have standalone projects happening in the organization. Everything is a system of value delivery, and we call it organizational project management. What's happening is organization is managing projects, right? In their internal organization, which in fact is there in a more holistic environment, which is the external environment. So this is our internal environment and this is our external environment. Just let me connect the charger. All right, so we have reached to the end of our 1 hour. Okay, I know you guys started to like it, but with experience, I have realized that in PMP, more information is dangerous. And
Yes.
Arsalan will agree with you guys, with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't get that. I didn't get that.
Abel and Valerie, you guys agree with me?
Yeah, sure,
I,
sure.
did,
I
I
agree.
didn't get the question.
Tell me, Valerie.
It's not a
I did
question,
not
it's
get the question or the comment.
I didn't get you. Say it again, sorry.
Albert, what was said? I didn't get what was said. I thought it was
Yeah,
the
I
question.
said in BMP, more information is dangerous, not useful.
That's true. That's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
when I met with Lee Lambert last year in Riyadh, so one of Saudi guy was with me, and Lee Lambert is the person who is the founder of PMP exam. Okay, so this
I saw
person,
that post. I saw that post.
yeah,
You
now
post the
the
post
person
with
next to
him.
me, he asked the question to him that I have a PMP exam, and what is your advice? So he said, do not overstudy for PMP. Do not overstudy for PMP. Okay. So since I have love for this, and I can talk for hours and hours on project management, but what you need to know is what you need to know to pass the exam, and you can. The life is still long to learn many things and be proficient in it. But to pass the PMP exam, you don't need to know everything.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. With this, we will stop here, but I am open to meet you guys day after tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? Tomorrow is Thursday. So I'm open to meet you guys on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You choose a day because you guys told me that you are not available on the weekend, but try do take out some 1 hour during Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Okay, Valeri?
Okay, so we are in a group now. We can coordinate ourselves there and
Yeah,
talk things out.
yeah.
Mhm.
No worries.
And another thing too, I wanted to get to know from the website. On your website, you told us that there is an area there where we can also use it as a group to chat and do all the like
Yeah, you
that.
can do that. You can do that. You know why? I share with you this access. If you come here, you have announcements. Do you see this? I mean, add a discussion topic. Okay. Let me
Yeah.
add discussion topic as PMP first class notes. Okay. So I'll create this forum. Wait. Da, 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 da. Um, Everyone will say, okay, define or share with us uh, project experience, project from your experience. Okay, share with us a project from your experience. And what was it? Simple. What was it? What? So what was the deliverable? Okay, and what was the outcome? Let's see if we can, if we can, if we can get interesting answers. Okay, so now you guys will have some where you can collaborate, and there are other students also, and then they will also answer to this post because there are ongoing batches running at different times. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
what else you guys can do? Because look, we were live also on YouTube, so you guys can also go to certify, and there are lectures like this available in our playlist. Okay.